Hey, good morning, everybody. 4th of July, 2026. As normal, I'm out back drinking my morning coffee, and I realized I did not do my July garden tour. So I thought I would give you a walk through my backyard and just kind of show you what's going on. Some of the plants that are worth showing off. My Kalanchoe continues to put out a few blooms. It seems like it's still pretty happy, in the shade, even though it's gotten really hot. We're hitting that time of the summer where the temperatures are really up there in the high 90s, and feels like temperatures over 100 degrees. So some of the plants love that, and a lot of the plants are struggling, but I'm still getting blooms on. That was Kalanchoe. And this is my hydrangea, which probably should be getting more sun than that, but it seems like it's happy where I've got it. So I always go with the approach of, as long as it seems like it's happy, I'm not going to move it around. This is my Buddha belly. I put it in a new spot, but it has a couple little bitty blooms on it. What's cool about the Buddha belly, though, is just the size of the leaves that are on it. The leaves are huge. It's just kind of a cool, unique plant, but moved it over there. These are ice plants. They've got a couple little yellow blooms on them. Not a whole lot going on my back patio over here. This is a plant I did a separate video on a while back. This is my firecracker plant. If you have one of these, or if you've never had one in a hanging basket, give it a try in a hanging basket. This plant, I've got it pretty much in full shade. I mean, it gets a little bit of morning sun. You can see it kind of hitting it here. But that plant is really happy in a hanging basket in a shady spot. And it has been blooming pretty much all spring, and still has a little few blooms on it now. But good plant for a hanging basket if you need something for a shady spot. I think they even do well in the sun as well. But I never thought about using it as a hanging basket plant, and it's done great. These are some lantanas that I just planted this week in these containers over here. We'll see how they do, getting a lot of sun. This is my little trellis project. I still haven't figured out if I'm liking this or not, but this is Cardinal Climber, is the vine that's growing on the inside of it. And then on the outside of it, I've got some pentas. Walk over to this flower bed. In this pot here, Texas Star Hibiscus. Got a lot of blooms getting ready to open up on it. That is a plant that loves the heat in this time of year, so it's doing really well. I wish it had some blooms on it today for the tour, but it'll be blooming here in the next few days. Cigar plant. This is another one. It doesn't matter what the temperatures are doing, that cigar plant's going to be able to handle it. It's covered in orange blooms right now. My hot lip salvia, kind of an interesting plant. I mean, it has a handful of blooms on it, but you never know what you're going to get with it. Sometimes you come out in the morning, there's no blooms. Other times you come out, it's got red blooms or white blooms, or a bloom that's kind of a mix of both colors. This is my Birdfee Smart Bird Bath. I'm still having no luck getting the birds to come to this. I've got it propped up against a window now and up against a plant in kind of a shady spot. If anybody has advice on getting birds to come to this, let me know. I'm having no luck. The lizard seems to like it. But other than lizards, no action over here. This is a honeysuckle that I planted over here. It was kind of on life support. I threw it in the back of this flower bed, and it actually is showing some signs of coming back. So I'm hoping it's liking its new spot, because I love honeysuckle. I've just never had luck getting it to grow. But that's honeysuckle in a container with a little trellis around it. This is another hot lip salvia. Kind of the same as what I said before. I mean, the whole plant, it's got one little bloom on it, and that's it. But it's okay. That's how these plants are sometimes. When you go over to my main flower bed, my plumerias, and this one has been blooming for a while. It still has a bloom on it. I've never shown these before, but this is my Mardi Gras plumeria, probably the most impressive plumeria that I've ever had. The blooms are really pretty. They smell amazing, and it's doing really good, really healthy. I mean, it's probably, getting close to 6 foot tall. Plumerias are pretty fun. They're pretty low maintenance as well. They do great in my area. These are some salvias. They continue to just be amazing this spring and summer. They're covered in bees right now. They really are covered in bees pretty much all day long, all night, and different size bees. So it's kind of the one spot in my garden, if I always want to come for wildlife and see some kind of activity, it's going on at this plant. And then I've got another one right here as well. But they've just been so perfect this year. It's been amazing to have something like that that's just in bloom all the time and always has pollinators on it. My flame acanthus finally started putting off some blooms. I've never had it bloom before. It's a hard plant to keep shaped. It grows like crazy. But anyway, it's doing really well. I've got more plumerias over here. These, I don't know what kind of variety these are. I picked them up from a friend a while back. Healthy, doing well, just not blooming. That's the plumerias on this side of the bed. And then my lantanas, which aren't quite as vibrant as they were the last time we were in the garden, but they still have plenty of blooms on them. They're doing pretty well. I probably need to water them more, but I've got a lantana here and I've got another one over here in this pot. This, I forget the name of this plant. I want to say it's like Calicho, Calabro, something like that. But anyway, I had it in a hanging basket. I think it's kind of done for the year, but I moved it over to this spot, see if I can revive it. I've got another smart bird bath over here. Now, the one thing I'll say with this one is the birds love it. This is a Wild Birds Unlimited bird bath that I just put on the ground with a smart bird camera behind it. And the birds go to this one all the time, but that other one that's over in that bed over there that I showed earlier, that's the one I got to figure out what to do to make the birds want to come give it a shot. All right, I'm gonna walk you around the back side of the garden. And I apologize, you know, sometimes these tours are going to be more fun than others, but I do them because I think it's fun to check how people set up, maybe get some ideas from other people. I know I get a lot of ideas from some of the channels and videos I watch. So I'm hoping maybe I can inspire or give ideas for those of you who are watching my garden. This is another lantana as well. This one blooms a little bit differently, a little bit more of a purple bloom. But man, lantana, I can't recommend it enough. It's a really fun plant and does great in the Texas heat. My goldenrods are coming up. They haven't started blooming yet, but those are goldenrods on the side. And then this is my butterfly weed, which is also doing really well. And honestly, that's about all that I've got going on, other than when you get over to my water feature. I've got my dianthus over here in the flower bed. They seem to be pretty happy. That's another plant that's very low maintenance, always blooming. A cool plant to have if you just want some guaranteed color. I took an old broken pot the other day and threw it behind this water feature. I'm hoping I can maybe attract frogs and kind of use it as a little toad house. I don't know if that's going to work, but if anybody has ideas of how I can make this work. I've got this water feature. It was at the house when we bought it, and I've just never really seen any wildlife go to it. I always try and find something creative to do with it. So this is my newest idea, but if any of you who are viewing this video have any thoughts or ideas for me, I'd love to hear them. And honestly, that's pretty much all that I've got going on right now. So I will show just now that I'm looking at it. I didn't talk about this plant, but my ornamental pomegranates. So this is another plant. It's covered in thorns, so you got to be careful with it, but it's got some orange blooms, and it is kind of fun because every now and then you'll look at it and you'll see that it's actually got pomegranate fruit growing on it. Okay, that's the last of the plants that I have to show off that are actually doing something right now. I just want to wish everybody a great July, and especially a great 4th of July since today's the 4th. Hopefully it'll be a fun day, and everybody gets out there and enjoys it in whatever way they want to and wherever they want to do it. Just be careful, enjoy each other, take care of each other, and let's all enjoy America's birthday, and I'll catch you on the next garden tour next month. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.